Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is Sohocalifornia Vintage, and in this video I'm going to go over some thrift and secondhand store finds that I got for jewelry for either my personal collection or for a flip, and what I hope on making, potentially what I can profit on it. So let me hop right in because there are a lot of pieces. So let me go down the line. This piece I got yesterday, and it's a rose brooch, and it was priced at $198, but I got 25% off of it. I think it was priced low because, as you can see, there's like missing stones. I have a lot of jewelry that sometimes I will keep to repair. I don't have the missing stones. I have to go get these red ones. I have to invest, but I think I might keep this piece. There's like a lot of weight to it. I don't know, just something about it where I just gravitate towards it. And I just think it's really cute. It's really pretty. Um, the video kind of doesn't do it any justice, but these red stones, they're very deep and they still have a lot of fire. So I like it. It's really nice. Okay, so then probably last weekend I went to community, and the couple weeks prior before that, my son wanted to get this, and he was like, "You should get this, to resell." And at the time it was $5.99, and I kind of know more or less the rate of jewelry and how fast I sell it on my eBay store. So I waited. By the time I went back to community, this was half off. So I got these three for $3, not bad. And these lizards, I don't know the exact reptile name for them. This one has some red stone eyes. This one doesn't have any stones in their eyes, so I could either fill it in or just leave it as is. But I just think they're cute, and I really love this owl. This owl, let's take it out of the, this owl, it's not marked. This owl has these emerald stone eyes. Let's see if I could, there we go. Yeah, you know what, it doesn't, let me see if I could bring, I need a little bit better light so you could see what I'm seeing. But there's a bunch of ruby-like stones, and then there's emerald eyes, and I haven't seen an owl like this. It's just detailed, very cute. So I got those three pieces for $3. I will definitely make that back on the owl alone. So that was a really good investment. Let's put this back. Next on what I have here, some of them are loose because some are already listed, but this, I got these three for $4.99. It didn't catch my eye, the angel or this one. What caught my eye was this piece right away. I have a couple of these in my collection. These tend to be from the early 1900s, and most of the time they have like a C clasp. This is like Art Deco. It's an Art Deco look. This clasp is not a full C clasp. I think it was repaired after, but it is definitely an old piece, and there's a high probability that it is a sterling silver. And then, this is from my personal collection, and then this, I'm just going to end up lotting it with like other angels, or sometimes I'll save like lots for Christmas right before the holidays hit, and I'll auction that off. And this is actually really cute, the butterflies with the pearls. So, I mean, I'll get my money back for what I spent for this personal brooch here. And then I got this piece right here. This is for resale. So this one was the same day that I got this one. And so white ticket was 25% off. I got it for $1.50. This is bearware. I remember growing up and seeing this company and this collection of Boyd's Bears and Friends like all over the 90s. Yeah, see, 1985. So I didn't look for comps while I was in the store for this one, but I knew I was gonna get for sure the $1.50 back. Bears are a huge collection, and I just know it would do well. I couldn't find this exact one that sold recently. There are other ones. This is more of a rare piece. I do see some for sale around the $15 range, and there's not a lot of them. I think I've seen one, and then there's like a huge lot of the other collection of the bears, but this one with the teapot is very, very rare. So that was a good find. This one I got at Axe Thrift Store, and it was $2.99. The reason I got this, sometimes it's a hit or miss with these enamel flowers from the 60s and 70s. I've seen the two-tone. This one's actually really big, but I've never seen the one where it had the texture this much in the middle. So, you know, I mean, worst case scenario, if I only get $5 for it, I'm banking on hopefully getting close to 10. And there's no chips. It's like in really good condition. When there's no chips, no color missing, that's a really good flip. I sold one similar that was pink and red, and it went up to auction as high as $10, and I only paid like $1 for it. So that was a good find. This one right here was 50% off. So I got this for $1. What I liked about this piece is it really reminds me of like the Art Deco. I've sold pieces similar like this, and I do very, very well. These pieces, they fluctuate, and I could get as high as $10. And in the back it says Mona So. I haven't looked up this brand. It may not be that extravagant of a brand, but I just think this piece is charming. Very, very unique and charming. Let's see here. Let's go into this. So when I was at Community, I found this this money clip and this brooch. Now, I've come across these brooches like a dime a dozen, so I didn't really care for that. I was interested in this because I seen that it said Tropicana, $100, Las Vegas, Nevada, and I couldn't really tell if this was like a money chip from this, you know, from like the 70s or 60s, encased, and this was half off, so it was $4. And I've actually been getting a lot of, there's no wear on it. It's like in really good condition. I've been getting a lot of views on this. I think I have this for around $15. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. I listed it earlier in the week. $15 or $20. But this is actually really different, you know. Some of these have sold, not the exact same color, but the Tropicana $100 money chip on the money clip. So I like that one. I got this. Now, I've seen a dime a dozen of these brooches, dime a dozen of the hearts. This was half off at the time. I looked behind the butterfly, and let's take this off. I was sold because it's Trifari. It's kind of, there you go. So, I think that this is a very charming butterfly. It's Trifari, and that'll be a good flip right there. Ooh. Okay, so let's see. Moving on, I'm going to move some of this stuff over. Okay, so I was at Goodwill and I seen a couple pins. This one was $2.99 and it's like a row of horses. I was feeling it. I felt that it had weight. I looked at the back, there's no markings. I have to get this inspected or buy the chemicals to inspect it myself. I don't know too much about that. But I'm like 99% sure that this is silver. Like just silver just has a certain texture, weight, and look to it. And my money's that this is silver. And if it is, then that's a really good flip from $3. And that same day, I got another one for $2.99, and it was this cute cat brooch. And the cat has binoculars with birds all over it, and it's reading a book that says birds. So that's already up on my eBay store. I've seen a couple of these. I think I'm asking around anywhere between 10 and 15. That's the comps that have been going for that one. Okay, so moving on. This one right here, I seen at Community. As you can see, some of them are loose because I already have them listed. These three were $10. Now, when they're like, I tend to not spend that much on pieces unless I find something really, really special. So, I mean, there was no markings on the piano or the clown. Wasn't really interested in that. I mean, I'll still probably put those up for a couple bucks. But I looked at the bear and immediately I felt that there was weight. And I was looking at these amber crystal stones. And the first thing that came to mind was Swarovski. I don't know, I tend to have an eye for Swarovski stones. Sure enough, I checked out the back and there is the swan logo. Let's see if I could get it better. See the little swan? It's kind of hard to focus. It's right there in the center. So the comps on these recently actually sold a few days ago for $37. So I have it listed, I think, for $35. And this is a very, very exquisite piece. The more I started researching, so apparently Swarovski and Smithsonian did a collab on these bears, and the ones in the amber color are from that collection. Now there's some bears that have the just the white Swarovskis. Those are not from the collection, and those are cheaper. But the ones with the amber color stones, I believe, are from the collection. Somebody has theirs listed for over 100, and they have paperwork from the Smithsonian Museum. But the thing that's different is that their ribbon on their bear, it looks red in the picture. So I don't know if that particular one is by itself. Either way, I mean, look at the way the back is encased. That's just really good work. I did get an offer for $20 as soon as I listed it the first day. I declined. No, I counter offered that I couldn't go no lower than $25, which I feel is fair. That buyer, particularly on eBay, sells nothing but Swarovski. So they actually had the one with the white stones, the same bear, and they were selling it, I think, for like 40 or 60. They didn't take my offer, but that's fine. I know it'll sell. So this one I was in a dilemma. This little guy here was pricey. It was $10, and I seen the price, and I was like, I gotta flip it over. Why is the price so high? And yep, it is Trifari. See if we could get that. You kind of see it a little bit. It's not crown Trifari, but it's Trifari. There it is. So I have never seen an owl like this with this design. And I really didn't buy it to flip it unless there's like a huge profit margin. But I bought it for my collection, and if I decide to sell it, then I know for sure I'll get back the $10. But I just think like it's such a unique owl. It's really, really cute. Okay, I found the same day I got this flower and this flag, and I'll get into that flag. I found these Italian micro mosaic screwback earrings. These are definitely vintage. I was looking to see if there's any significant damage or missing tiles, and there was none. This one was $3.99. So these fluctuate as far as comps. The more detailed they are, the higher they sell for. So I could get anywhere between 10 and 15. You know, it really just has to come down to a buyer who's specifically looking for micro mosaic pieces. But, you know, this was my first time in person coming across earrings. I do have brooches in my collection. You know, and if I don't mind sitting on these. These are really exquisite pieces. I really like this. So, that same day I came across this flag, and I was just looking at the stones, and of course I felt the brooch, and I'm like, it has weight. This is a good brand. I'm thinking, I think this is, and it's immediately when I turned the back around and I seen that little circle with like a little duck kind of symbol. It's a swan, but if I glance at it real fast, I pretty much knew this is a Swarovski. Come to find out, it is. And the prices fluctuate. The other day, one sold for $40. In this month, two sold for $125. So there's a big wide range. I don't understand why some are selling for $125 and some are selling for around $40, $50. But I like to look at the flags. You know, I know 4th of July is like months away, but I think ahead as far as like holidays, you know, and saving up for like the next lot I'm going to put together, because people do search for this stuff. I've sold a flag before, not as expensive as this, but I sold it right before 4th of July. It did really well. I'm not sure where I'm going to price this at, but I'm just ecstatic that these, a lot of them are going for over $100. I probably wouldn't ask that much. I don't think it would sell as fast, and I don't want to sit on it too long, but I'm not too sure. I still have to think about it. Now, the first time I saw this piece, it was $2.99, and I was drawn to it. It had no missing stones, and it has like that black vintage material in the back. Reminds me of like the Juliana jewelry. I didn't feel comfortable paying the $3. Next time I went to the thrift store, it was marked down $1, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna get it. So I'll put that on the eBay store. I'm not sure if I'm gonna auction it or put a price on it, but that was a good deal. Now let's get into this. So these three, the reason these are loose is because I have this one listed, and this one's actually in my personal collection. These three were $7.99. There's this piece of hair. Sorry about that. My hair's everywhere. There is this interlaken brooch. It looks like there's what do you call those animals? I cannot think right now. They're not ox. Oh my god, I sound so stupid right now. Somebody's probably yelling through the screen what it is. I can't think of the name of this animal, and I know it. I was thinking, well, you know, I could put this up for auction and see how it goes. But what really drew me to this set was immediately when I seen this, the Damascene, and I felt it. I was like, oh, I think this is gold etched in. And then I turned it around, and it's a trombone clasp. I've never come across a trombone clasp. This is my first in my collection. And I'm excited because this was the clasp that they started coming out with and trying out on the market after the C clasp. The C clasp was the very first one in the 1800s. It spilled over into the 1900s. Then they started coming out with different clasps. This was one of the ones that they tested out. I think this started like in the 30s. It's actually very different. As you can see, I just pulled this whole thing out. And it's not easy to get it out. Oh, I think I messed it up. There's like, oh, there we go. So now, so could you imagine having to deal with all these little pieces? You know, you just want something simplified. So I'll fix that after. That's going to take me a while. But yes, I like the pictures of the birds on the leaves. And I'm pretty sure this is some type of, it's thicker than gold leaf. I'm pretty sure this is gold, some type of gold. I don't know, probably not much, but it's etched and hammered in. And this piece, I flipped it over and I seen that it had a name, Giovanni. Automatically, it's Italian. I've never heard of this brand before. I just went with the gut feeling, and yep, sure enough, this is a vintage higher end piece. I'm pretty sure that this is sterling silver. I have this right now listed around, I believe, 15 bucks. This reminds me of a dogwood flower. I'm not sure if this is the exact same flower, but that's just what it reminds me of. It's really cute. It's really, really cute. And so that is all the pieces that I found. Oh, wait, there's actually a couple more. So this isn't a brooch. This is actually a necklace. And this one was only $1. I had one similar to this that was in like this peachy salmon color, and it sold very well. I think I got like $8 for it. This one, I like the fact that the stones are encased and you could see through the back. It's like, you know, and it's like this really pretty wine color. I'm not sure what I'm going to ask for it, but for $1, it was just kind of like, you have to buy it. You do no service to the thrifting and flipping community if you don't buy it. It was $1, and I know I'm going to make some money on it. Let me jump right into this piece because I know this is already a 20-minute video. So my two things. Well, actually just one thing. Sometimes I browse on eBay and I like to look at different pieces. I actually got this on eBay. The pictures, as you can see, they're open in the back. You can see the jewels. The picture that the seller had were god-awful, but I could tell that there was something special about this. This piece was only like $1. The auction didn't go higher than that. I was ecstatic. I knew that this was a special piece. Now, I've seen pieces that have the like the Vaseline glass, or the I guess it's I don't know, the I think Vaseline and uranium glass is similar, but they obviously have two different names. But I've seen Vaseline brooches with the Vaseline glass brooches, and I was like, oh, I would love to add that to my collection. Well, I have a little black light right here, and I started scanning all of my brooches, and as soon as I scan this one, as you can see, do you see how the center lights up like it glows? That's Vaseline glass. So I didn't even know I had one in my collection. See, I'm scanning the other stones. Isn't that great? So I'm pretty ecstatic about that. Like, I have it in my collection. This is like a little pin, a little blacklight pin. But it would look better if it was just dark so you could see through the video, but I'm pretty sure you could see this. Yeah, so I love it. This is a lot of what my collection looks like. Big, gaudy like stone pieces. One day I will go over some of my collection if you guys want. Comment below if you want to see it. It's very I got a micro mosaic, I got a cameos, I have some gold filled filigree pieces, some silver filigree, a lot of gaudy like stones like this. But I'm gonna let you go because I am already at the 25-minute mark. Anyways, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate it. And looking forward to making another video like this. And stay tuned for more flipping videos of what I get as far as other products to sell on eBay. Thank you so much. Have a good night. This is Soho, California Vintage signing off.